Nearly 140 years ago, a man arrived at the British Museum holding a set of ancient documents, initially hailed as priceless relics. They caused a sensation before being dismissed as clever forgeries and disappearing without a trace. Now, an expert has revisited the Shapira Scrolls and uncovered a startling revelation about these enigmatic texts. Mysterious Shapira Scrolls. An expert has examined an enigmatic ancient scroll, leading to a surprising revelation about the Bible. So what makes these manuscripts special, and why has it taken so long for the truth to emerge? Moses Shapira arrived in London with an incredible story. He claimed that the documents he carried had been discovered by Bedouins, hidden in a desert cavern near the Dead Sea. These scrolls were purported to be the oldest known biblical texts globally, and they had the potential to challenge the accepted version of the Bible. But was Shapira a genuine discoverer of historical artifacts, or was he a skilled conman looking to profit from his knowledge of antiquities? Shapira's scrolls included text from the Book of Deuteronomy, a part of the Old Testament, but with variations from the widely accepted version at the end of the 19th century. These differences held significant religious implications, as many believe this section of the Old Testament contained the literal word of God passed down to Moses. Therefore, if Shapira's scrolls were authentic, they indicated alterations in the Book of Deuteronomy over the centuries. Shapira sought over $1 million for these scrolls, a colossal sum at the time. The British Museum expressed interest, provided the documents could be authenticated. However, Charles Clermont-Ganneau, a French scholar and archaeologist, cast doubt on their authenticity, dubbing them forgeries. He wasn't alone, as biblical scholar Christian Ginsburg also questioned their genuineness. Shapira left London in disgrace and passed away in Amsterdam a few months later. The scrolls changed hands through various owners and eventually vanished from public view, leaving many unanswered questions. Interest in the scrolls was reignited in the 1950s when the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered, bearing striking similarities to the ones Shapira had brought to London. Scholars wished to apply modern research methods to reevaluate their authenticity, but the whereabouts of the scrolls remained unknown. Recently, an expert named Aydin Dershowitz, an Israeli-American scholar based in Germany, delved into the mystery. He discovered transcripts made by Ginsburg and another scholar during their examination of the scrolls in the 19th century. These transcripts provided clues about the scrolls' content and led Dershowitz to Shapira's original notes. Dershowitz's research suggested that Shapira had genuinely puzzled over the documents, and the expert believed that Shapira did not forge them himself. The meticulous examination notes and questions Shapira had written in the margins indicated that he was genuinely studying the scrolls. This discovery challenged the notion of forgery and raised the possibility that the scrolls could have been a genuine copy of the Book of Deuteronomy, presenting an alternative version of the text. The discovery of what may be the oldest biblical texts ever found initially faced skepticism due to Shapira's claim that Bedouins had stumbled upon them in a cave. However, this skepticism waned with the emergence of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which shared a similar origin story with Shapira's scrolls. Unlike earlier manuscripts, the scientific establishment now considers these artifacts genuine. Dr. Dershowitz, who studied these manuscripts, pointed out key differences between them and the familiar fifth book of the Old Testament. He highlighted that this version, which he dubbed the Valediction of Moses, lacked the law code and concluding poems found in Deuteronomy. Furthermore, it omitted a specific detail present in the modern Bible, suggesting it might be an earlier edition. These findings hint at the possibility that these manuscripts indeed originate from an early version of the Old Testament, potentially dating back around 2,700 years. While some still label them as forgeries, Dr. Dershowitz's work has sparked controversy, stirring debates in academic circles. The scrolls discovered by Shapira might have been skillfully crafted forgeries, but they now appear to foreshadow the existence of the Dead Sea Scrolls, suggesting Shapira's genius at work. This controversy has divided scholars, with some believing Shapira was a master forger, while others see these scrolls as a significant biblical discovery akin to the Dead Sea Scrolls. In 2017, a groundbreaking discovery was made by researchers from Liberty University and the Hebrew University in Jerusalem in the caves near the Dead Sea. They uncovered a collection of pottery jars that, despite appearing insignificant, could potentially rewrite history and impact the Bible's content. The initial discovery led to the excavation of a cave, where they found a scroll inside a jar. However, this scroll turned out to be blank. Undeterred, the archaeologists continued their exploration and stumbled upon a secret tunnel within the cave. Inside this tunnel, they discovered 3 broken storage jars, suggesting they once held valuable documents known as the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls are among the most valuable historical documents globally, containing the oldest known copies of the books that make up the Hebrew Bible. Until recently, archaeologists believed these scrolls were confined to 11 specific caves. However, the discovery of this 12th cave challenges previous assumptions and calls for further excavation. Looters had already reached this cave before archaeologists, leaving it empty of scrolls. Despite this setback, experts remain optimistic about future excavations in the area, hoping to uncover more secrets hidden in the Qumran Hills. It's essential for the Israeli government to provide funding for these excavations before looters get the chance to exploit this rich historical site. Thanks for watching, and your support is appreciated and encouraging for us. So please like and subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.